All right, all right. Thank you all so much for being with us here at Mas Chingon Radio. Get ready for another interview. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the great music. Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome day today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got an awesome cat from Fort Worth, Texas, on the line, and he's been doing an awesome job. He's got a brand new single out called El Sueño, and he's got some other music out as well. Another one called El Fin. And he's been a big supporter of Mas Chingon Radio for the past 5-6 years since we started the station. So we got to give it up to him. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line, Mr. Bobby Cricket Aguilera. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Mr. Juan Mas Chingon? Hey, thank you for having me. Hello to everyone out there. How y'all doing?
No problem, man. We're having a good time out here, man. We're always, it's a party station, man. We got to have fun.
I know that's right, my brother.
So how's everything been going?
Going great so far. We like the music business, got its up and down, but hey, everything's going pretty good as scheduled. Pretty great.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much, man, for supporting us. Since pretty much we started the station. You were one of the first ones that we actually promoted on the station. When you came out with "Como Te Voy a Decir," which is one of my favorite songs, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, great. We've been around a long time. Well, I've been around the music business since the early '70s, but as a solo artist, I started the same time that you did.
Yeah. So, who did you play with? At that time.
Oh man, when I first started playing Tejano music, shoot, I think I was like 19, 18 years old. And playing with the local groups here in town, and then I started to go into the dances. And when I got introduced to the local Tejano, when I actually got introduced into Tejano music, I would go see Grupo Mas, Josefa, La Mafia, La Sombra, and all that stuff, And I made friends with the guys from La Sombra and with the guys in the band, talk and everything, and hung out with them in town when they came in town and stuff like that. And then one day, hey, they needed a guitar player, so that was my first break of breaking into the Tejano industry business, playing with La Sombra.
Nice. Did you actually record with them?
I recorded, I think about three songs on this album, Botoncito de Cariño, but I wasn't in the picture.
They cut you out, man.
Well, yeah, because at the time the guitar player left, they already had everything ready. They just needed to finish the song, so I just finished the last three songs, so so they can complete the album. But they didn't put me on the cover.
I said we need to have a talk with Tony Guerrero, man. Hey, man, we got Adam, man.
Well, yeah, I think it's Freddie Records now. Gets the rights for that. I think. Yeah. But I can still I catch them on YouTube and when I start going down memory lane, get to listen to them.
Yeah. Who else have you played with through the years?
After that, I played with Grupo Vida here in Dallas. From George Sanchez, that used to be with Josefa, and he moved to Dallas and started his own band called Grupo Vida, and I played with them. Oh man, I put in I think about 10 years I put into that band, and when I did my first recording and wrote my first song with them. Yeah.
Is that the same Grupo Vida that we come to know with Arti Herina?
Well, I think no, it's not the same people, but he played with them and helped them out and stuff, and I think he played bass with them and traveled with them, and but no, I think it's two different people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. After we called it quits, I think they took over the name or something like that.
Oh, okay. So now it's travel through names, I guess, through owners.
Yeah. Back in the day, when it was George Sanchez y Grupo Vida, actually we got nominated too with the Tejano Music Award. We got nominated for Best Artist Group and Single. Yeah.
Oh well. So what made you want to go off solo? You just don't want to?
Well, I've always been, a creative musician, if you want to call it that way. I like to write and I love putting together composing music and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And I see what everybody else was doing. I said, well, hell, shit, I can do that, you know.
Yeah.
So I started writing. I said, well, I'm gonna do an introductional CD, which was the one that had Como Te Voy a Decir, and it did good. So after that, I said, hey, well, let's do a CD. So I started writing. I put together a bunch of songs, and my first song that I put together was Por Tu Amor,
Hmm.
and but I couldn't find anybody to help me produce it. And I couldn't find an accordion player that played in the key of A.
Oh wow. That's pretty low key then, huh?
Yeah, and most accordions, I guess they don't like playing in key of A. I guess I don't know, but I finally went knocking on doors, brother, and nobody would help me. Nobody
Wow.
would give me an opportunity. So I remembered I was playing with Braulio Rodriguez, and I ran into the bass player that he had with him, which is Kiki Herrera, el primo with Gabriel Zavala. He has a recording studio. So I said, well, I'm going to hit him up. So he took me in his wing, man, and produced my song, and he did awesome on it. So
And you're still working with them.
I'm still with him. I'm still with him now. He's still producing my music, and he's done wonders for me, and I, respect for each other as musicians and stuff. And a great guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got a lot of recognition past couple of years. I mean, you've been playing with a lot of groups. You get high demand. People want you to come in and play with them.
Yes, I love it, man. Let me tell you, I love the challenge. To be able to say, hey, I need a guitar player. Hey, I'm there. Hey, no me asuste. You just tell me what key you're in, and let's go. I love it. I love the challenge, and it makes you a better musician and a better guitar player. Either way. And well, I had a good teacher that shows me how to play Tejano music, and plus I took classes on chord progressions and how to put them, where to go, and such and such.
Yeah.
And if you listen to Tejano music, everybody said, well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Well, it's the same thing, but you can break it up a little bit, go a different way.
Yeah.
So it's more like a loop.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a beginning, middle, and end, and sometimes you repeat.
Well, I mean,
So
there's always a mixture of everything in Tejano music. There's always like a mixture of rock. There's a mixture of country, jazz, orchestrated, big band style. There's always a mixture of something. So you can always incorporate something into Tejano music.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I was blessed. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I can keep up.
Because I remember I think it was last year we were hanging around the fanfare, and we kept passing each other up, and you were like, I'm going to the next one. I'm going to the next one. I was like, how many times did you play that weekend?
Dude, that weekend, brother, I played 8 stages.
Wow. Eight different shows?
8 different bands, 8 different shows, yes.
Is that including the after parties?
No, they were mostly during the days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The after party, I was resting. Because, bouncing around, mostly walking, the fanfare. You do a lot of walking, and then have to carry your gear, and then hurry up and make the next stage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a challenge. Hey, I kid you not. I got dehydrated. I got a fever. I got sick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I all day Sunday I rest because I had one more show on a Sunday, and I rest that whole day so I could make that show, and then I barely made it home.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of people get sick after fanfare, is the fact that sometimes it's like real hot and everybody's dehydrated and you're walking up and down, and you're mixing a crowd with a whole bunch of people, hundreds of people, and you're trying to pass them up, and you got to try to stay hydrated somehow, and you get tired at the same time, and I think that's where people get real sick. Yeah,
because this year fanfare, I didn't get to perform, but I got to actually hang around and go see all my friends perform and actually meet and greet with people.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I got to enjoy myself this time, to actually enjoy what the fanfare is about and stuff, and
Yeah.
and I got to see all my friends perform and stuff like that. It was good. It was good. I had a great time.
Yeah. I think we had a good time last year when we saw you on the stage with Shay and Mickey Gutierrez. Man, you guys had like a jam session. That was awesome.
Yeah. That was one of the highlights. Yeah, yeah. And I think I played with Estrella that time too.
Okay.
Got to perform with Estrella too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the little last minute jam session. I mean, it worked out great the way you guys did it, even though it was all like improv, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
So I mean, it worked out good though.
Yeah, we had it.
Hello?
You there?
Yeah.
You there? Okay. The bass player I have also grew up on rock. So I said, well, hey, we don't have a keyboard player, so we're going to be rock band tonight, but we're going to mix it up, So it came out great, like you said, yeah.
Do you have a history of playing like rock music?
When I was younger, yeah, I wanted to be like Carlos Santana and Randy, was it Robin Trower and Richie Blackmore? I wanted to be a rock star, Peter Frampton, but didn't quite get there. So, but yeah, we had our moments back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can tell in your music. I mean, you throw in a lot of riffs in the guitars, and like como te voy a decir is like a perfect example of it. And we'll play that here in a little bit. But I mean, the guitar, whether the intro and going out, everything was great with the guitar.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people don't know that, but it is me playing. But that's a keyboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm actually playing it. Yeah.
Oh,
because we were in a studio and the keyboard player couldn't remember, and I said, "Dude, we're they're charging us by the hour." He goes, "Well, show me how it goes." I said, "Get out of the way. Let me at it." So I went at it and did it. I did it myself. Yeah.
Oh, I would have never thought that. If you didn't tell me that, I would have never thought that. But I mean, either way, it sounded good. I mean, it was the actual guitar. You were just jamming out with it.
Yeah, it's on. It's actually a guitar, a rock guitar on a keyboard. I think it's on the 01.
Oh, okay.
I think the Moog 01 or something like that. Yeah.
Is it like one of those features where you can make it sound like a different instrument, kind of like the way they play the keyboards now? I mean, you got the organ and everything else along with it. You can make it sound like a different instrument.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people do accordions, with the keyboard. They make the sound with it.
Yeah. That too, and the better the keyboard, the better of it matches the quality of the instrument.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go to talk about the new single that you have here. It's called El Fin, featuring Fidencia Lopez.
El Fin, that song, I wrote it, and as we were recording the music, I started singing it. I sang it by myself, and then I started thinking, I told the producer, I said, you know what? This will make a great duet. He said, well, who can we get to sing it? And I told him, I said, I got the perfect girl. So I got with Fidencia, and I told her about the song, and she says, yeah, great. She was head over heels over it, So we studied and showed her how the song went and everything. And went to the studio, and she nailed it.
Now, are you working on a brand new album with this one?
This is El Fin and El Sueño are going to be just singles. Mm-hmm. We're going to leave them as single, but I am still working on my album. I just put it on a hold at the moment, and Fidencia has a new solo single. We're gonna release pretty soon, hopefully in a next 2 months, if everything goes well.
Is she working with you on her projects?
Yeah, she on. Well, I don't know about her project, but the songs with me, she's under my label, and I'm helping her uh, get known with this duet. And then if it goes well and everything else, we're gonna release a single and see how that does. And then after that, we'll probably work on a CD.
Nice.
Yes.
So are you still playing the private events and the club events over there in Fort Worth?
Every now and then, I'm doing some, especially the restaurants. I love doing the restaurant thing, and because you get to eat. And but mostly the clubs. I'll do a gig, like I've been playing with Rick Acosta when he comes into town. I'll be with him. I think June 1st. He will be here in Dallas at the Players Club.
Nice.
And I'll be in San Antonio with him on the 31st, I believe. Yeah.
So
yeah,
you still get to play with Leo.
Leo, I haven't played with Leo in a while. Well, actually, let me take it back. I played with him Mother's Day. No, not Mother's Day. What was it? Was it Mother's Day? No, Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, okay.
I played with him Cinco de Mayo. He needed a guitar player, so I had to go help him out. But
he's starting to get getting some recognition now lately. I've seen that he's moving on up little by little now.
Well, Leo's a big time. He's always been in the highlight of the spotlight of music. Him and his brother Carlos of Latin Express. They played for the White House and all that stuff, and presidents and stuff like that. And but Leo and Carlos, I think they're fixing to release an album too. But but yeah, they've been around for a while. They've been around over 40 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know when I can't remember it was a couple years ago when I saw you guys playing together at the little bar. But that was an awesome time there.
Yeah,
you guys were playing pretty good. And I think we're hanging around with Cindy Ramos and her husband.
Oh yeah,
Omar at the time. And she got to sing with y'all up there.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So let's see. So you're working on a brand new album. Anything new that we can expect from it, or any surprises?
Well, I think there's gonna be one. It's more like a Tex-Mex kind of thing. It's we called it a whiskey night, and it's gonna be a duet with I'm not gonna release his name yet because I want it to be a surprise. But that's gonna be pretty cool, and I think it's gonna go well. Like my last song, "Qué Bonito Bailas," we did Tex-Mex, and my producer put it together, and he got the accordion player to play, and I didn't know the accordion player that plays on there, Pompo.
Yeah.
He's a Grammy Award winner, and I didn't know that he played on that song, and I got to meet him at Fanfare, and he goes, "I need a CD. I don't have a CD." So hey, well, let me get you one.
Pumba, he plays with Calle 6.
Yeah, Calle 6.
And he's of course Wild Bill Perkins, and them they won I think a Grammy as well or whatever.
Right.
For their work, and so he plays the accordion with them.
Yeah. So he played on Qué Bonito Baila, and my producer got him in there to play, and I said, and when I found out about it, I said, wow, how interesting. Yeah.
You never know who you'd be working with after a while.
Yeah, until he tells me.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to tell you, man, your music is great. I mean, one of my favorite artists. You've been, like I said, you've been backing me up since the very beginning, and I think every single song that you have released as a single has pretty much made our countdown in one form or another.
Yeah, we've been lucky and honored to be part of Mas Chingon Radio, and you know what? And you got a great following and supporters that keep me on the chart, and here at Demi Records, I mean, we're very, very grateful for all the support that you and your listeners bring to our music, and the grace of God, someday, hopefully we'll be out there, you know, uh, bringing in the big bucks.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
you know,
I mean, every album that you do, and every single, it's getting better and better. I guess with more, with the experience. I mean, you have a lot of experience, and the creativity is getting a lot better. A lot more broader. I guess you could say.
Yeah, they tell me it's like a business. When you open a business, it takes 5 years to build your clientele and to force you start seeing any profit.
Yeah.
So hopefully, with the grace of God, we'll get there. But we just got to be patient and listen to our fans, listen to our supporters, and we appreciate all their comments and suggestions, and hopefully, they're the one that's going to make or break us.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Any shout outs that you want to give up?
I want to send a shout out to Christina G Promotions for their support. All my ladies on Facebook, too many to now tonight that help promote my music. Melissa Herrera, Julia Gasca.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who else. Gloria Maldonado.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, all of them. Yeah. They're gonna get mad at me if I don't remember. But either way, they know.
Yeah. I think every so often, we get messages from them. Play Bobby Cricket, and I'm like, he's here, he's in rotation, but they catch me at the point when I'm doing the countdown. So I was like, I can't just drop it just to play songs.
Right, exactly.
And that's my show. It's just a countdown. I can't really play much of anything else unless I take a break from it. But then I'm telling him, it's like I try not to tell him, hey, he's on the countdown somewhere, but but they still request it. So it's awesome, that they that following with you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what helped us, the ladies on Facebook.
You're cutting off.
You there?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the ladies on Facebook, promoting the music and requesting, hey, we wouldn't be where we are.
Yeah.
It's them, the fans, and all the listeners on the internet or stations, that helps get us going.
There you go. Have you gotten a pretty good response from other internet stations out there?
No, none of them actually reach out. They'll message me and say, hey, we got you in rotation. I think it's like maybe a handful, maybe about 4 or 5, but it's mainly your station, Chente, Arredondo station, GLS stations. Who else?
There's a few more out there. I know that play your music and stuff. So
yeah, most of them that don't. I mean, there's more that are doing it that don't know me and I don't know them. Just by surprise, I'll run into it. But it's hitting because I can tell that it is because of the more response I'm getting. And more likes that I'm getting on my fan page.
Yeah.
So hey, somebody's listening. So it's got to be doing good. Yeah. And on Spotify, Elfin already reached a little over 3,000 downloads.
Oh wow, nice.
So it's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, with the new stations that are coming around. I mean, there's been some new stations coming around, and there's been some that have dropped off. Of course, I'm sure you heard, but hopefully it brings in a new set of listeners. That way people can start listening to some of the newer stuff that comes out instead of all the established stuff that's been out for the past 20, 25, 30 years.
Right. Yeah, I get message from I don't want to call them old or anything, but ladies message me telling me that they love my music and they listen to it, and mostly the messages are from YouTube or on Facebook, that they even bought the music or bought the CD, and says, well, I must be doing something right. You know. But that's my content. You know, that's my intention. You know, I love to write music, and I love to write. You know, I even Leo calls me. You know, I'm a romantic person. He goes, I love love songs. You know,
Yeah.
but you know, and I do. And I love songs. I love you know, and it's what the women like.
Yeah.
You know, and 99% of sales or anybody that's listening is going to be women. So,
Well, you got the jazzy, soulful music and stuff like that, and you know, your voice is great when it comes to it, and it blends in great with the music. So I mean, I can understand why, you know, the ladies head that way towards you.
yeah, exactly. And they tell me too, and I said, well, thank you, I appreciate y'all, and this and that. You know, it makes me feel good. You know, so sometimes I get discouraged, and I say, you know what, I quit. You know? But you know, when I get messages like that from the ladies, you know, and it you know, it makes me feel better, and it makes me get back on the horse, and you know, hey, let's go. You know,
Yeah.
so,
Well, I've seen a couple of your messages, and I messaged you about it. You know, I was like, you know, don't give up. I mean, it's a difficult business, I guess. You know, and you know, you have it has its ups and downs, I guess. You know, it's pretty much 50-50, but you know, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, man, and everything's going great. You know, it's got patience with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing is, sometimes we get impatient, and you know, but nowadays, as we get older, you know, time flies quicker, and then you know, we say, hurry.
Yeah. Well, every now and then, you know, I get discouraged too. I'm like, damn it, I just want to quit this sometimes. But then I'm like, no, man, we got a good thing going on here, you know, and it's, you know, people reaching out to us, you know, trying to help them out with the stations and stuff like that. So, you know, we're happy about that. You know, we get asked for help, you know. But I mean, you, as a musician, you're helping out all these other artists and stuff like that too. And like I said, you're in demand right now. You know, people want you to go play with them. Hello? Did your phone cut off again? Hello?
Ya se acabó el peseta.
Yeah, put some more change in there, man.
But I think you and I are like on the same boat.
Yeah.
We've been around almost like the same, like you said, and like you say, we've seen stations come and go, and yours is still here.
Yeah.
So you know, so we got to be doing something right. So
yeah, as long as we promote the music and take care of it right, I mean, it's I don't see no downfall in it. So
yeah, and I see y'all got some sister stations helping y'all out, and you helping them.
Yeah, it's a good thing because we get inboxed from, like, there's a new station, an AM station in Carrizo Springs, which is about 45 minutes away from us, and then another one out there in Florida, actually. You know, they're messaging us and they're calling, hey, you know, can you help us out? You know, we're trying to get the technical side of it. You know, what can we do? What, you know, this and that, and you know, and Lila's sending the music and stuff like that too. So that way we can help them out. You know, get established, and you know, because they're gonna have a following. I know when they, you know, once they get started, and they already started, but once they get actually going, you know, they're gonna have a big following, and then we see that in their station. So we're just happy and honored that they came to us and said, you know what, can you help us out? You know,
that's great. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, we must be doing something right if people are asking us for help, of all people. Did your phone cut off again?
There?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you using the house phone or what?
No, it's my cell phone. It's pinche cricket service. Yeah,
hombre. I figured the cricket service would have worked a lot better over there.
Well, it does. It does. It works great when I'm in South Texas. But when I come back this way, no, hombre.
When I was living over there in Fort Worth, in Dallas and stuff, no, but I had to go through like two different services. When I had AT&T when I moved up there, man, it sucked. And then I switched, and then I heard about Boost and stuff like that, and their service is great. I switched to Boost. It sucked too, man. I was like, man, this sucks, man. But then I went to Metro PCS, and I think Metro PCS actually worked. You know, so that was good over there. I came down south. Metro PCS sucked. But like, man, so then I had to switch over to Cricket, and Cricket works a lot better down here than it does up there.
Yeah. It works way better down south.
Yeah. But other than that, man, like I said, we're happy that you're still going at it. You know, the music sounds great. El Fin is great, and of course, we always got you here at Machine Radio.
Well, thank you once again for having me, and to all the listeners, please support Tejano music and listen to and request my latest single, El Sueño and El Fin.
There you go.
Featuring Fidencia Lopez.
There you go. And of course, make sure you guys keep voting for his single El Sueño, and we're gonna give it a little bit more time and stuff with it, and we'll eventually change it to El Fin.
El Sueño. It looked like somebody fell asleep last week.
Oh, it didn't make it, did it?
No, it dropped from number 4 to what was it, 13?
Oh yeah, okay, it was on there, but yeah.
Somebody fell asleep. I had to have a meeting with my girls.
Yeah, I try to keep up as best as I can, but with almost 80 songs on the countdown, it's kind of hard to keep up with every single one of them because all these artists are coming out with something new every single week.
Yeah.
Between my inbox and Lila's inbox or emails, we have a lot, and then I'm switching. Yeah. I'm emailing her, so she's getting double because I'm getting all my stuff that people send me, and I'm sending it to her, and then she's got to distribute them out. So
that's one of the reasons why I postponed my album a year, because all this music was coming out. And especially these new artists, they were putting out like a single almost every week or so, And I said, man, and they don't give people a chance to hear what you released last week, and you're already putting another one.
Yeah.
And hey, what happened to the other one?
Yeah.
And I had put a remark on Facebook. I think I put I said, music is forever, not every 6 weeks.
Yeah. But the thing is that the artists, they put out like the whole album right then and there, and each radio station, I guess they pick their favorite or whatever they think would attract their audience, which is good. Which is good in a way. I mean, because it gives more of a chance for the artist to get heard. Like if an artist sends me their CD and don't have a single with it, we'll listen to it and we'll pick one that maybe would favor the audience.
Right.
But then another station will do the same thing, and they'll pick another single that that will probably favor their audience. So I guess that's why you hear so many songs at the same time.
Yeah. But I hear you.
But no, I mean, everything's going great. Like I said, I mean, you've been one of the longest running ones on our countdown since the beginning, since when I started the countdowns and stuff like that. So we're happy about that, man. We're happy to still be working with you after all this time.
We appreciate it, brother. All that you do for us, we appreciate it so much.
All right. Well, can't wait to see what else you got coming up, man. Like I said, make sure everybody goes to vote for El Sueño, and we'll see where you land tomorrow, man.
I know that, right? Okay, brother.
All right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and play El Fin right here, and then we're gonna go take it back all the way back to the beginning, man. About 5 years ago, I think it was. ¿Cómo te voy a decir?
All right, brother. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you everybody for listening.
No problem, man. We're here for you anytime you need us.
All right. Thank you so much, brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Cricket Aguilera from Fort Worth, Texas. Let's go ahead and play his most recent one right here featuring Fidencia Lopez. And this one is called El Fin, right here on MasChingonRadio.com. Súbele.
es como queremos terminarlo.
All right. That's the latest right there by Bobby Cricket Aguilera featuring Fidencia Lopez and El Fin right here on MasterGunRadio.com. All right, I want to thank Mr. Bobby Cricket out there in Fort Worth, Texas for being on the show. And make sure you guys request all of his songs on all the stations that you guys listen to, whether it's Master Gun Radio or one of our other affiliates out there. Make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you guys request it. And make sure you guys go vote for him on our Top 20 Countdown. All right, we're going to take it back about 5 years ago. And this is one of the first songs that we ever pushed on Master Gun Radio at the beginning of our existence. And this one is called Como Te Voy Decir. And, of course, one of the first songs that we ever had on one of our countdowns. Back then, it was a top 5 countdown. Then we gradually moved it up to top 9, I think it was, and then top 20 countdown. I mean, top 12. And then at one point, we had 2 different countdowns because we had so much music coming in. And then we went back and narrowed it down to 1. And now we have the top 20 countdown. And Bobby Cricket has been a part of all of our countdowns with one song or another. So, and we're very happy for him. And we're very happy that he's got some more music coming out pretty soon. So, but we're going to take it back all the way to the beginning, and this one is called Como Te Voy Decir, right here on MasterGunRadio.com.
Saber cómo te voy a decir, cómo te quiero. decir cómo te quiero cuando estás aquí y lo que siento en mi corazón.